Welcome to Crow and Klein, here today with a daily energetic check-in, and our cards of focus I've actually pulled from the Dreaming Way Tarot. And then the decks I'm going to use, I've put the boxes up behind. So our overall theme for all three piles is be still and observe. Okay, and what that means for you right now. It just feels like the energies over the weekend are going to be this sort of pause and observe and be still kind of energy. So pile number one, we have the Queen of Swords. And I will be using the Golden Wheel Tarot with this pile. Pile number two, we have the Magician. And we'll be using the Witch of the Forests Tarot. Pile number three, we have the Nine of Wands. And we will be using the Wandering Star, which of course is one of my favorites. So feel free to sit in the energy, understand that what we're going to be talking about today in all three piles is in reference to this sort of being still and observing energy for this weekend, okay? Or for the next few days, I guess is what I should be saying. So I will see you in your pile. Welcome pile number one, and our card of focus is the Queen of Swords, keeping in mind that the overall theme is observing in stillness, okay, over the next few days. The energies are just there, all right? So the Queen of Swords is, she didn't reach that throne willy-nilly. The Queen of Swords has been through a lot of pain, right? And she can now observe the world from a throne because she has endured so much. And she understands truth, and she understands strength in intellect and strategy. And she's also really, really strong in her discernment. Okay, this is someone who can spot the truth a mile away. I like this for this particular reading today because we're talking about sitting in stillness and observing. And the Queen of Swords now sits on a throne and allows things, situations, people to come to her, right? She's still very open to the world, but there's that sort of truth. All right, so if you approach a Queen of Swords, she's going to know if you're being honest or not, okay? So this card really is an observational card, I feel, So there might be something coming towards you in the next few days that with your wisdom and intellect, you're absolutely going to be able to either get to the truth of very, very quickly or see it before it even reaches you, okay? All right. So I do have the Golden Wheel. I love this deck. I kind of call it my harsh truth. I feel like the energy of this deck really matches that Queen of Swords. So thank you, you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And yeah, hopefully this will hit the mark. Okay, I'm absolutely honored to bring you this message today. If it fits, great. If it doesn't, don't worry. Maybe it's not meant for you, but there may be a nugget, a wisdom nugget in there somewhere. Or maybe it'll remind you of someone and you can share. Okay? Observing in stillness. Yeah, it does really feel like there's something coming to you. And it could be a truth coming to you. Let's see. Oh, dun da da da, the Tower. Okay. Yeah, so whatever this is going to rock your world. As you sit in stillness and observe, especially in this Queen of Swords energy, yeah, there's something that is going to create a tower moment for you. Okay? And now that's okay. Towers are meant for our best and highest good. They're meant to realign us to our path if we've gotten sidetracked or off track a little bit. And often they're pretty swift. So being in this sort of observing from a calm and still a place in your energy is probably going to be quite okay with. Yeah. Okay, so your energy is conflict, right? Competition, conflict. It's the Five of Wands. So there is some sort of conflict around you or within you. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. There's a feeling of conflict. All right, and this is coming out in your energy. So I'm really getting already that the advice of this reading is to remain calm and stay in the truth. Okay, that is going to help. Yeah, keeping in mind the Knight of Cups is bringing in a message of love, a proposal of quest. The Knight of Cups also represents pride. Okay, good luck as well. So it kind of feels like there is an offer coming into you. It's going to cause a tower moment. You're going to be a little conflicted about it, which is why you're being asked to sort of just sit in that energy. Is yeah. So maybe don't make any hasty decisions. Maybe sit and think about it for a little bit. From stepping away from sort of that passionate energy of the wands and into more of a logical state is what's going to help you. Let's get another card for this tower. Oh, this is really interesting. This is really interesting. Yeah, wow, okay. You have the Death card coming out under the tower. That, I don't know, I went somewhere just for a minute. I'm back. Oh, I don't know where I went. Wow. Yeah, so, yeah, death and rebirth. And obviously that's the case with the tower, right? Our tower crumbles because it's built on a faulty foundation, or it no longer supports who we are in the now, right? Maybe that foundation was right for us in our last journey. With death and rebirth, we are leaving things behind. And so there is definitely something with this tower that's got to go, right? We're realigning. We're realigning. Let's get something in your energy under that Five of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, you've got all this energy, all these things are coming in or happening, whatever, and you are feeling conflicted, but this is a completion. It's the end of a cycle for you, which makes absolute sense. And this is in your energy, so you know that it is, okay? The tower is going to happen. The death and rebirth is going to happen, which is a good thing. But this is a completion. So, ending of a cycle, that's where you can kind of and maybe enjoy some of the rewards and successes. This tower can just be sort of the final push to this change, to this next leg of your journey. It does feel like it may have something to do with this incoming message here, okay? I'm sorry, I thought I saw something, but I didn't. All right, let's get one for this Knight of Cups. What's happening with this Knight of Cups? King of Swords. Well, this message might be coming from a King of Swords. Now, this could be a feminine in the material world. It could be a female or a male, or them, they. It can be anyone, any gender is what I'm trying to say. So, this message that's coming to you, it's a proposal of some kind. it's a heartfelt. I mean, cups are of the emotions, right? It is going to come from a King of Swords. So this can be, I don't know, it can be kind of a father figure, someone of authority, whatever. Maybe you're working on maybe it could be a boss, it could be any of those kinds of things. And so yeah, you're gonna need to sort of sit and observe what's going on, you know, as this is coming in from this person, and you'll be able to see the truth of the situation if you can remain calm. That's what I'm getting. Just remain calm. Your innards are going to be all conflicted, right? But you do, on some level, have an understanding that this is an end of a cycle, and this is going into this new beginning phase, okay? So there is a truth around that. Stay calm and you will see it. Stay calm and you can cut to the truth of it. This is really interesting. This is really interesting. And we have the Four of Wands coming out under the Death card. So yeah, so this is a card of kind of a commitment card, right? A marriage card, or you know, graduating, or but it can also be a card of unity, which the marriage thing, a lot of people just say marriage, of unity, which could have to do with this King of Swords, but it can also be a card of freedom. Okay. So whatever this is that's coming in that you need to remain calm about, that's, you know, going to cause a tower moment and a death and rebirth and an ending of a cycle and all of this good juicy stuff, is it's going to bring in a sense of freedom for you. Okay. Stay calm. Stay focused. Just observe. You know, when we observe, you observe without judgment. Okay. Just watch and see. It's like being the fly on the wall, kind of. Kind of. Okay, yeah. Wow. So you have the Knight of Cups bringing in a message. In your, you know, the overall energetic card is the Queen of Swords, which could represent you, and then a King of Swords. So this could be a power couple situation now, coming in with the Four of Wands and the Lovers. This is in your energy. This is in your energy. This may, so the Lovers also says that this could be something that pits you against your core beliefs, right? An opportunity that doesn't align with core beliefs. But I feel like your morals and ethics, but I feel like with this death and rebirth coming out and that tower, that you've got some maybe outdated beliefs about whatever this is that need to go, right? This is where the conflict is. It doesn't feel like it's aligning with you, but you're not really aligning with you anymore, especially with this tower, right? So there's something that's got to go too. You've got to maybe gain a new perspective on something. Yeah, and this just totally flipped over. Ace of Wands. This to me is the bonk on the head card, right? It's spirit going bonk. It's even got the rooster, the cock-a-doodle-doo, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. So this is kind of a wake-up call for you. Okay, whatever this message is coming from this person, this is a wake-up call for you. You're going to see it. You're going to understand it. But you are going to have to do this major shift, right? Now, your inner energy right now is understandable, okay? The energy surrounding this event or whatever the situation is that's going to happen, that is asking you to just sort of, that's reminding you to stay calm as you observe this unfolding around you, okay? Oh, wow. Okay. No, I actually feel really, really good about this for you. I feel like it's an ending and a new beginning. And here we are, right? Here we are. Here we are. Oh, my goodness sakes. Yeah. Okay, you've got two aces. This is the Ace of Cups. This is your cup overflowing. This is abundance that ripples out and touches everything and everyone around you. Okay. I don't know if you heard my two little kitties are fighting. She just wrote a confirmation. Yeah. And a Queen of Cups. Yeah. I feel like this is kind of you too. I feel like there's going to be a balance or a merging with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, you know, as above, so below, as within, so without. You're going to be so balanced in your inner and outer world and so full of love and compassion for everyone around you. Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing, but you've got to let something go. You need to observe the situation, remain calm because you're going to want to get your hackles up. But don't do that. It's going to make you reevaluate your core beliefs, okay? It's going to make, wow, and we have the King of Pentacles coming in. So there's huge stability on the other end of this waiting for you, okay? It really feels like this, the two queens will combine and the two kings will combine to be one person. I don't know if that's making any sense. I'm just saying what I'm kind of getting. There's huge stability here. There's something deeper happening here. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out, okay? This is really beautiful, actually. It's just remain calm. Yeah, remain calm. This is going to take you to your emotional wish fulfillment. This is for you, okay? This is absolutely for you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. That's 3 aces, my friend. And we have the Justice card. So there's a balancing of the scales of justice here, okay? And yeah, remain calm. I know I keep repeating myself. I just feel like it's so important for me to repeat myself. Whatever this is going to make you question some of your core beliefs, okay? Observing in stillness, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is going to allow you to move through this in a better way. And it's going to pull you out of that conflicted state where you want to maybe get your hackles up and you know, have that instant reaction to the situation. But don't do that. Stay in your Queen of Swords energy. Allow that to come to you. Watch it and observe it as it comes to you, and it's going to make a whole lot of sense, okay? All right, you guys. Let's see. I kind of want to pull an Akashic Records Oracle just to see if it aligns with this a little bit or if it's got any further messages for us, since we are kind of sitting and observing through this energy. Wow, whatever this is going to be really, really, really good. Okay, once you can get through that Tower and death and rebirth, freedom is yours. Freedom is yours. Wow. You have the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, right? Justice holds that sword straight up. Speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Interesting. Interesting that this card is showing up with observing in stillness, right? So probably at some point in whatever the situation is, you are going to be called to speak up. Okay, speak your mind and move on. You are definitely moving on from something. Okay, now, that being said, with the energy of the Queen, when this comes up, do it in a way that you're going to have to step away from emotion. You're going to have to step into that Queen of Swords energy. It is a little bit colder. And I don't mean to be like, okay, you need to say anything mean. You just say it and go. And this, you guys, is something that you might have to say to yourself, especially when we're realigning with new ways of thinking and stepping away from outdated ways. Outdated ways of thinking. This may be you speaking to yourself. Maybe there's something you need to leave behind that is, well, we've already talked about that in this reading. That's a belief. Move on and be happy. Step away from what isn't for your best and highest good anymore. All right. I'm going to pull one more just because I'm going to split the deck and see what came out, and what came out as fresh start. So you're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been giving. That's exactly spot on for this entire thing, okay? All right, you guys, that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon. Welcome, pile number 2, and our card of focus is the Magician. And of course we love the Magician, right? The Magician uses the energies, transmutes the energies to create things in the material world, right? Because the Magician has all the tools necessary to do this. Now, the Magician also is one of the 2 cards in the deck that has the infinity symbol, all right, which is a never-ending flow of energy. So it'll never quit. It'll always be there for you to use when you are manifesting, moving towards your goals, creating things in the material world. Yeah, you have all the tools that you need. You have everything that you need. So our overall theme of all 3 piles today is be still and observe, or observing in stillness. So there's maybe something in that swirling energy that we need to just sort of be still and observe for a minute, okay? So let's dig into this and see what we've got going on. Okay, the swirling energies of... It was stuck to the mat, so I'm going to show you because it's the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so I have the Witch of the Forest Tarot, and we're going to use this today in this Magician energy. Yeah, it seems that you need to be observing in stillness the energies around you right now. You know, oftentimes as the Magician, we're just like making it happen, making it happen, making it happen. You know, and it's usually pretty successful, but you're being meant to just sort of pause. You're meant to pause and observe right now. Observe in stillness. So, with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I'm honored to bring you this reading. Take it as it resonates. I really appreciate you being here. I think I said that. Or sometimes I think I say things out loud, but I really just say things in my head. It's really weird. Anyway. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Okay. Yep, the 3 of Swords. This is a broken heart. This is when your heart gets broken to the point that it becomes part of a narrative, okay, that we tell ourselves in our mind. All right. And in your energy is the Hanged Man. So yeah, interesting. You know, as I said, observing in stillness, and then the Magician is the overall energy, but here we are in the Hanged Man position, which means there's no moving forward. It is a cosmic pause, a cosmic timeout. It's reevaluating, reassessing, looking at things from a different point of view, and figuring out a new approach, because you can't move forward in the same way you've been moving forward. So this is in your energy. So you are technically kind of paused anyway, Now, with the Hanged Man, it's also a card of enlightenment, okay? And so that requires a lot of introspection. And the Magician is of the outer world. So while you're in your Hanged Man energy and going within and observing and figuring out how to pivot, because it is a card of pivot, there's something in your outer world that you need to be observing right now. Something swirling around you, something external. All right, that is what I'm getting. Okay. And we have the Nine of Cups. So yes, looking within is always good. Figuring out a new approach and a new way to move forward is always good. But something about this reading is asking you to take a look at something in your external world and observe, okay? Because for somehow it's attached, okay, to this Nine of Cups, which is emotional wish fulfillment. It's emotional maturity. It's for you. It fills your cup. So in relation to that Three of Swords, let's keep going. What I'm kind of getting right now is perhaps by looking at these heartaches in a different manner, you're going to realize through the magic of the Magician that you might have dodged a bullet, that there, you know, even when something doesn't work out, something else does. Maybe it's time to figure out what that is. Observing in stillness. All right, let's get another one for this. Interesting. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, I mean, it can be moving. It can be moving over water. It's action on new plans for building your world, right? There's something, you know, maybe you're waiting for your ships to come in. Maybe you're waiting for the boat to take you across the water. I mean, this is movement. It could mean travel. It can be a physical move, but it is also moving forward with plans of building your new world. You know, the Two of Wands does that. So there are two threes there, right? And in tarot, the threes are really the first completion. Okay, it doesn't refer to big accomplishments, but it's important that the first experience of completion involves necessary steps along the way, you know, to something more significant. Okay, this is usually micro, personal, or short term. So these are good. This is good, right? That's what threes are, and you have two of them right now. You know, because after the Three of Swords comes the Four, and you rest and recover. After the Three of Wands comes the Four, which is freedom and commitment, or like marriage, whatever. But yeah, so these are micro completions basically that are really important right now. Okay. So we have the Five of Wands, and this is coming up in your energy, so there's something you're very conflicted about. You're working really hard in your inner world with this hanged man. I said winged man. With this hanged man, it is, like I said, the card of enlightenment. So there's some conflict. What are you conflicted about? There's something in your physical world that you're conflicted about. This is where the observing in stillness is coming into play for you. It isn't in your inner world. It is in your external world. It is in something around you. I really get the sense of moving on here. Letting some things go and moving on. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is beautiful foundation in the material world. It's financial, it's luxury, it's stuff, you know, it's beauty, it's all those yummy, juicy things. But it's solid, it's unshakable. All right, now this is coming out underneath that Nine of Cups, so there is something around you. I mean, it almost feels like that stability for you is right there. You just had to sort of break through. You had to finish this first cycle, right? All right, let's get another one then for... Okay. But also underneath that, both of those threes is the 6. It's 3 doubled. And this is the card of charity. It's reciprocity, it's generosity, it's giving without judgment, it's receiving without shame. There's something in your outer world. Is someone going to help you financially for a little? There's something going on in your external world. You are meant to observe in stillness right now. As the Magician, though, you have all the tools to deal with it. If you wanted to deal with it head on, you absolutely could. But it feels like you might be pretty heavy into sort of that pivot energy of the Hanged Man. So just observe this external stuff happening right now. Just observe it. Yeah, here's another 3, you guys. This is in your energy, though, okay? So mastery. It's it could be collaboration. It could be you're ready to present something, right, to an audience of your peers. That's quite possible. So, but it's in your energy. Like you're ready to do something in the material world. You're ready to present something in the material world. This is where, okay, I'm getting it now. So you're, yeah, in your energy. So you just need some help doing it, I think. And you might be scared to do it, you know, with the 3 of Swords. But you understand it's going to move you in a beautiful direction, and there's some help. But remember that you are the Magician in this process, okay? The Magician is very confident too, by the way. Okay. Yep. And we have the 2 of Swords. So yeah, definitely making a decision. Now this can also represent blocked energy, you know, or blocking things, not facing things. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like maybe it's on the back burner a little bit, but I don't think you're absolutely completely avoiding it. And it just feels like the emphasis in your energy right now is within. And so there's something outside of yourself that you're not seeing, possibly not utilizing, that is connected to this 9 of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, that was almost 52 card pickup. Or 78 card pick, or however many is left in the deck. All right, let's see what else wants to come out here. Yeah, it feels like you've been really super involved in your internal world and shifts and, oh yeah. There's something in your external world that you need to take a look at right now, but in observation. Just look around. There's something around you that you're not quite tuned into, okay? And once you zero in on it, as the Magician who can do anything, right, and has the confidence to do it, Look at the sun is coming out for you. Now, this is absolutely not a bad thing that you have been in this hanged man energy at all. Okay, that's just strategy on how to move forward, right? But there is something in your physical world that will bring you the sun. Oh my goodness sakes, yeah. And temperance, which is the card of divine timing. So, and patience, you know, the perfect recipe of this, you know, I like to think she's making a fancy cocktail, right? Pouring it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until the precise moment that it can be released. And temperance is also a very mild-mannered energy, which absolutely fits with the observe in silence and see this thing unfold. It really looks like you need to take a break from your inner work and observe the world around you, because there's something there you're not seeing. Okay. I can't say it I mean, I can continue to say it, but that's the energy here. That's the energy here. Okay, and we have the Seven of Cups. So I'm going to say it is a card of confusion, but it's also a card of opportunity. And I feel like when you sort of like, you know, poke your head back out into the world, you're going to see that all of this is there. That's what it feels like. There's something around you. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come out. Maybe one more. I kind of don't want to leave this energy. It's like I want to make a bowl of popcorn and I want to sit here and I want to wait with you until this beautiful thing happens, right? Until the light bulb goes on, until you have your aha moment. It really does feel like an aha moment. And with that, we have the Three of Cups, community and celebration. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. So yeah, this could definitely be kind of a new beginning for you. I have the Akashic Records Oracle. I'd like to pull one. Okay. For the energy of this, of pile number 2. This is actually really fantastic energy. Yeah, it's just time to look around. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see if, come back. Let's see if anything comes out. Oh, have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Okay. Have faith. All right, pile number 2. That is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time. Welcome, pile number 3. And your card of focus is the Nine of Wands. Now we know the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Okay. Yeah, I love how this person is sitting sort of in quiet contemplation, remembering that the overall theme for all 3 piles is observing in silence, right? Being still and observing. So this is a card, obviously, of resilience. Okay, it's incredible resilience, because this is someone who's had stuff coming at them for so long, and it's been so hard, and it's hard to move forward, right? And yet the Nine of Wands gets up, dusts off the britches, and keeps moving forward, right? This is a movement forward that is, you can't stop it. This person, whoever this is never going to give up. So it's a card of perseverance despite setbacks. Okay, it's enduring through fatigue or injury. This card represents a test of faith. It is a card of determination. Okay, so yeah, perseverance despite setbacks. A test of faith. Yeah, so I think it's important to say, for whatever reason, this is just in my mind right now, that wounded warriors often become wounded healers. That's for someone. Okay. All right. So yeah, observing in silence, observing in stillness, persevering. So this might just be that you need to have some self-care right now. You know, we're going to dig into it. I've got the Wandering Star. So we're going to get into this a little bit. It's been really, really interesting readings, both pile 1 and 2. So yeah, so thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm happy to have you on board, and I'm absolutely honored to be able to bring you messages. So yeah, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're observing in silence. What's happening here? Okay. As I'm talking to myself over here. All right. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Hardship, struggle. That's okay. This is a breakthrough card. All right. So, yeah, maybe in your 9 of Wands, this perseverance, you had to stop and take a rest. Things are pretty hard right now, it feels like. But in your energy, look at that. You've got the Page of Pentacles. Talent, skill, money. So I really like the Page of Pentacles. It's a very fresh energy, yes, and a very childlike energy. But the Page of Pentacles has this adult-like energy about stability, right? They understand the strategy needed to build a sturdy stability foundation and stability in the material world. Okay, so this is in your energy. So look at you sitting and contemplating in this card. You're having really, so you might be struggling with money right now. Okay. You have this energy in you that wants to move forward, okay? Keeping in mind. So, we're not really sure right now, but Queen of Wands energy, this is very confident energy. This is juicy and creative. It's passionate and fiery. It's someone who doesn't care what anybody else thinks. And it's also someone who can go it alone, which matches that energy of the 9 of Wands, right? It's someone who can move forward without being swayed by others. Now, at this point in this reading, I'm not sure if this is you, or who you are moving into, or if this is someone else, as you are sitting quietly observing. Let's see. Let's get another card for this 5 of Pentacles. I mean, the story is evolving. It is being laid out one step at a time, isn't it? Maybe that's what you're waiting for. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords, right? Success, change, decisions, actions. So the Ace of Swords, there's a truth. There's a huge epiphany that is going to come to you regarding this struggle that you're in right now. Maybe regarding your breakthrough, but it's going to come to you through observing in the stillness, right? Now that can be just having a quiet couple of days. It can be, you know, switching off social media and news and all of that and picking up a book for a couple of days. It can be sitting in meditation. It can be getting more rest. It's all about how we feed ourselves right now in this moment of observation. Okay. It feels like this clarity is going to come through the quiet time, the stillness, and the observation. All right, let's get another card for your Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's an epiphany coming to you, for you. Yeah, and in your energy, we have the Knight of Swords. So tension, highs and lows, conflict. What are you conflicted about? Now, the Knight of Swords is also really fast energy. Maybe you're waffling on something, right? Switching back from one thing to another, from one thing to another. You know, that can cause a lot of tension. Maybe with this Page of Pentacles, you're like, oh my gosh, this is what's going to move me forward in my material comfort, right? In being able to support myself. And then in the next minute, you're like, oh my gosh, why am I even thinking that this is even something that I could do, right? So that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. The sort of conflicted energy is about, I mean, you have this belief in you about how you can do this, but this Knight of Swords is kind of creating this conflict within you. Okay. You know, as the Nine of Wands, it builds your strength and your resilience, right? And you learn to trust yourself. So it's time to trust yourself. You need to get back to that feeling of trusting yourself, because you carry all the wisdoms of the Nine of Wands with you. It gives you great discernment and great strength and great resilience and great perseverance and all of those beautiful, beautiful things. And under the Queen of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, this is a new beginning of money. So you have that page in your energy. Prosperity, property, beginnings. And this is coming up underneath this Queen of Wands. I mean, it feels like this is who you're moving into once this epiphany hits, that this is who you're moving into, right? And when you get there, it feels like this great gift of this foundation is going to be there for you. Something is there. It's waiting for you. It's just you need to sit in observation, right? And this epiphany is going to come in. It's going to help you break through this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and we have a Chariot coming out under the Ace of Swords. So yeah, journey, success, and progress. The Chariot is a card of breakthrough. It's overcoming obstacles, right? It's going to help you move through that breakthrough with that Five of Pentacles, right? This epiphany. You've got some sort of epiphany, some sort of clarity. You know, the confusion is going to be gone. The sword, the Ace of Swords cuts out fear and doubt and confusion. Oh, I really like that for you. All right, and your energy is the the King of Cups. Yeah, that kind of feels like getting back to who you really are in your energy. So yeah, once this obstacle and this epiphany or this clarity happens and you overcome this obstacle, you're going to be moving away from that conflicted Knight of Swords energy and into this is you, into your emotional maturity, right? Which is going to be really, really great as you move forward on this path to your material world stability, right? This is the card that's going to keep you from this is the energy that's going to keep you from overreacting or being too reactionary in certain situations. Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you're going to be able to rest. Rest, recovery, quiet. Ah, rest, recovery, quiet. Yeah. It's time of healing. It's time of healing. That's going to happen for you. That's going to happen for you. Yeah, keep in mind, Four of Swords. So maybe while you're observing in stillness, you can get a little bit of rest. It feels like rest is kind of important right now to help you through this breakthrough. And it is a breakthrough, right? It's a breakthrough. Yeah, it's a breakthrough and it's an ending. We're closing out a chapter. The Ten of Swords is a lot of pain, but it's an ending. All right. And we have the King of Wands. What? Motivation, honor, standards, wisdom. Yeah, that's the masculine of that queen that's there. All right. So if anybody is thinking this might be someone coming in, is quite possible, right? It will be after you have this breakthrough, though. And having the queen there and the king here, that is quite the power couple. So it's quite possible that you're going to meet your counterpart. You're going to meet your match, basically, whether it's someone in business or a best friend or a loving relationship. You're going to meet that person, right? There's going to be an ending to all of this pain. You're going to be able to rest. You're overcoming obstacles. You're moving forward on this path to your stability. Okay. Yeah. It's about realigning with your morals and your ethics, right? Love, harmony, union. This can be a union of two individuals, but it can also be a union of parts of the self. With the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming out in this reading, it does sort of feel like, when I said you're going to meet your match, or is that what I said? Yeah. It does feel like that's what this Lover's card is expressing right here. You're gonna fall in love with who you are too, in your authenticity. Okay, you need to observe in stillness. This clarity is going to come through that stillness and that observation. Yeah, and look, and then in comes this offer of love and magic. This is really fresh energy. So the fish in the cup, and it's in pretty much all the images that I know of in the cards. For the Page of Cups, that's technically, I looked it up one day, it's spirit, like spirit trying to give a message. And then the page takes the message and delivers the message. Okay. So there is a message coming in. It does feel like it's connected to the Lovers and that king and queen over there. Bottom of the, holy moly, bottom of the deck. What do we have going on here? We have the Queen of Cups. All right, now we have the King and the Queen of Cups both. So there's another couple. So yeah, but you've got to break through this stability hardship that you're having. It's coming. It's coming. It's an epiphany. It's an epiphany. All right. I am going to grab an Akashic Records Oracle card just to sort of finish this out for you. I think this is really beautiful. Sitting in quiet and observing what's going on around us and within us is really hard to do. Okay? I'm aware of that. So take a few days. Even, I know we have busy lives and we have all these things we have to do, but take a moment whenever you can and just be still. Okay? All right. Let's see what comes out for us. And Boundless possibilities popped out. All right. You're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. All right. Very, very true. As you're moving through this breakthrough. All right. And if you feel like, in that Nine of Wands energy that, that's hard energy to move through, that's kept you from possibilities. Understand that your possibilities are boundless. Once you have this final breakthrough, this clarity and this breakthrough that moves you through all this energy, and then we have the two couples, right? Boundless possibilities await you. Okay. That is your message, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time.